Hello everybody and welcome back to another video with your girl, MelTheBombshell. Today, I just want to talk about some games that I feel like need a bit more recognition in the gaming world. These games are games that I have really thoroughly enjoyed in my time as a gamer. I feel like they deserve a bit more recognition. And I would love it for more people to be able to play and enjoy these games as much as I did. So I just wanted to shed some light on the games that follow in my top 3 most underrated games. So a lot of these games that I'm going to be talking about are very affordable and won't break the bank if you wanted to go out and try them out. A lot of these games are also available on a lot of different systems, including more popular, more recent systems. So it's very easy for anybody to be able to play them. Let's get started. The first game that I wanted to talk about is a game called Stories: The Path of Destinies. Stories: The Path of Destinies was released back in April of 2016. It's available on the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Microsoft Windows. And since it's on the PS4 and Xbox One, it's probably available on like the Series X and the PS5 as well. So that opens up a lot of opportunities for just about anybody to get their hands on this game. Sadly, it is not on the Nintendo Switch, even though I feel like it could easily be ported to the Nintendo Switch and would probably do pretty well on the Nintendo Switch eShop, but it has not been put on Switch yet, and I don't think they're going to, but it'd be nice if they did. This is an indie role-playing game. Has like a top-down perspective kind of similar to Diablo. And in this game you play as a character named Renardo. I think he's like a fox or something. He's like some sort of animal. I think it's a fox. But you play as Renardo and you'll go through this storyline and make different decisions through the storyline. And as most games that have the ability for you to make different decisions, the decisions that you make during the game will alter your ending in the story. But unlike a lot of other games, Stories: The Path of Destinies really emphasizes the different endings. So this game is all about replaying the game multiple times over and over and making different decisions through the story in order to uncover all of the different endings. This creates for some really addictive gameplay as you try to make different decisions and figure out the different possibilities and paths that you can take through the story to get all of the different endings. Like I said, this is kind of like a top-down-ish game where it's live action to where it's not like turn-based combat, it's live combat, and there's tons of different enemies that you'll fight throughout the game. There's also a lot of different chests and things that you can open to get different upgrades. Each time you uncover a different ending in the game, you record your ending in this little book that you can find in the main menu, and you get the opportunity to replay the storyline and try to uncover a new ending to finally make all the right decisions and get the true ending. Each time you play, it's almost like you get 30-something different games because you never experience the same storyline twice. Like, you'll meet the same characters and such, but it's never the same story. So I feel like where this is still a pretty affordable game, that this game is completely underrated because there's a lot of work that's been put into it. It looks really nice. It plays really nice. I've had a great time playing it. So this is definitely one of my top underrated games, and I would recommend that if you don't have it and you're slightly interested, go ahead and pick it up. I'll also note that I got this game via PlayStation Plus, like the monthly free games, a couple years ago. So if you're somebody like me that gets all the games and adds them to the library but doesn't always play them all, go through your library and check and see if you have Stories: The Path of Destinies. I can about guarantee that you won't regret playing it. The second game that I wanted to talk about on my top 3 most underrated games list is Portal Knights. Portal Knights was also released back in 2016 and is available for a lot of different systems, including the Nintendo Switch, the PlayStation 4, Android, iOS, Xbox One, and Microsoft Windows. So this game is available for just about anybody and everybody out there. From the looks of this game, you can probably gather a lot of its play style. It does, on the surface, appear to be like a Minecraft clone, but it is a bit more than Minecraft has to offer, in my opinion. It's a role-playing survival game where you build and craft things and defeat different enemies through the storyline. This game also includes multiplayer, so if you're someone that has a couple of friends to play with, or maybe you have a sibling that you like to play with, it has multiplayer, both online and couch co-op with up to 4 players. And I think the game is even more enjoyable when you get to play it with other people, because you all get to kind of go through and both explore the different maps and things together and help each other out through the story. And it makes it a lot more fun to play and a lot easier to play. In Portal Knights, you choose from one of a couple different class types. These class types resemble your basic class types that are featured in most games. Once you create your character, you'll be spawned into this initial starting island where you'll do missions for people. And then finally, once you level up enough and get all the requirements, meet all the requirements, for that map, you'll be able to travel to a new map. So the whole game is based on traveling from island to island or map to map via these portals that you find and build per map. Each area that you travel to will be of different biomes. There's a lot of different biomes included here. It gives the game a lot of variety, and each map that you go to will have different enemies, different materials, different towns that you can go to and visit. So the game has a lot of variety throughout your playing. There are tons of building and crafting elements in the game, and to me personally, this is one of my favorite building and crafting designs that I've played in a game like this. Other than the wonky sizes of the objects, I like the ideas of leveling things up through the crafting tables, and it just has a really well designed crafting gameplay. There are also tons of enemies and bosses that you fight throughout the game, which I feel like give the game a bit more oomph than Minecraft has. There seems to be more of a purpose in Portal Knights compared to other block survival games. Portal Knights also features nice 3D graphics and the ability to switch in and out of third-person and first-person viewpoints, which helps you enjoy and navigate the world around you. Portal Knights also has a lot of RPG elements where you level up your character and choose different upgrades and abilities for your character so that you can fight all your enemies better and better throughout the story. You can also change your abilities in the game to kind of customize your playstyle based on what you're going through. Like I said, since this game is underrated, it is also quite affordable, especially if you get a physical copy. I think Portal Knights was even available for free via PlayStation Plus monthly free games. I didn't get it for free, I paid for it before that, but either way, if you got it for free and it's just in your backlog, or if you pay money for it, I think Portal Knights is completely worth your money and your time. So definitely give this one a go if you're a fan of the survival crafting games. On to my third and final game for this video. This is probably a game that you've seen, maybe at GameStop or somewhere, but thought, one, it's licensed so it sucks, or two, that's just going to be a waste of money, or both. This game is Adventure Time Finn and Jake Investigations. There are a lot of Adventure Time games out there, but I really think that this one may be the best. Other than like the dungeon exploring ones that are like Zelda clones, those are pretty good, but I think Finn and Jake Investigations is an extremely amazing and underrated title. Adventure Time Finn and Jake Investigations was released back in 2015. It is available on a ton of consoles, including the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Microsoft Windows, PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, Wii U, and Nintendo 3DS. That's 7 different places that you can buy this game across multiple generations of platforms, so you should be able to find an affordable copy of this game, whether older or newer version of it, easily. In this game, the basic storyline is you play as Finn and Jake, who decide to take on their parents' profession as professional investigators. So you spend the game uncovering clues and exploring different places through the land of Oo as Finn and Jake, and uncover and solve these different mysteries. This game features beautiful 3D graphics, or in my opinion, they are beautiful 3D graphics because I find it quite enjoyable to see my favorite cartoon characters well designed and well featured in 3D. Personally, I've played through this game multiple times and purchased and played through the DLC for it multiple times, and I absolutely love it. It's similar to like a point and click game. It's a little bit different than point and click in my opinion, but it's similar to a point and click game where you walk around and you find clues and look at the clues and then piece all the clues together to solve the whole mystery and progress your way through this story. It's a very enjoyable and addicting experience because you just find yourself wanting to find another clue or figure out where this thing goes or that thing goes. And if you're a fan of Adventure Time and whatsoever, you will have fun in this game because you're getting to play as and be around your favorite characters from the show. That's the main reason that I bought it. Adventure Time is my favorite show ever. So I got this game. It was the first Adventure Time game I had bought. I got this game because I just wanted to play as Finn and Jake in a game. It was actually like one of the first games I got for the PS4. Like I just got the PS4 and I bought this game. Immediately. But I definitely recommend this game, and I think that it is super underrated. I think that a lot of licensed games get looked at and just assumed to be bad, even if they're not bad, and I think this game is one of those. I won't say that every Adventure Time game is great. I don't really like Pirates of the Caribbean at all, but I will say that Finn and Jake Investigations is a good, relaxing, simple game. You probably won't get aggravated with it. If you've got kids, it might be fun for your kids to play. There are tons of clues and mysteries to find and a lot of Easter eggs within the game. So I really think that this one should be more enjoyed by people, and I do feel that it is extremely underrated. So those are my top 3 most underrated games. If you would like to see more videos like this one, please hit that like button and leave a comment down below telling me that you liked this type of content. Also, let me know down in the comments if you've played through any of these games and what you think about them, or if maybe you're going to pick up these games now that you've heard me talk about them. Anyway, I hope that you all have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you all again soon. Bye.